chess.com. I really like the format. I think it's just long enough to think, but not too long, so if you want to play a quick game, it still works. We're going to be playing at the rating of 1482 right now, and we get the white pieces against Johannes F1 from Germany. So we'll play e4 and see what he does. Alright, so there's a few possible responses here. I find at the lower elos, a lot of people play the Philindor. Oh, okay. Well, he ends up playing it. I think the most principled response is d4 here, so we'll see what he ends up doing. I played against the Philindor quite a bit, but I don't really like it as an opening for white or for black. I think we just take here, and if he takes back, we take queens and he can't castle. So, yeah. Not really sure what he's going for there. This is a bit questionable, and then we're just gonna threaten the fork here. He takes back. I am not sure what this guy is doing. I think we're way out of theory here. Johannes is really going for it. We'll see what he plays here, but he definitely messed up. And yeah, I feel like people, when you're kind of at the lower elos, you need to realize that openings aren't just something you memorize. Like, games are definitely won and lost in the opening, so you can't relax and just play moves. Like, you have to look at what your opponent does and see what mistakes they made and really go after them and punish them. Because a lot of people just don't know what they're doing in the opening. Kind of like this guy. Like, I don't want to be mean or anything, but this was just some questionable play. So, yeah, we're just gonna, I guess, bring the bishop. My mouse is not really working too well, or maybe it's my Wi-Fi, but whatever it is, the moves feel a little sluggish right now. I think we're just gonna castle. After this, his king is stuck in the center of the board, and he's down a whole rook, so he's gonna have some trouble. If I were him, I'd probably just resign, but that would not be good for the content. And also, I think it's important to learn how to actually beat people once you're up material. Like, it's one thing just to, like, know, but it's another thing to convert that win. So, okay, he pushes this pawn. I think I'm gonna just castle. Like, if he wants to go after my knight, that's his prerogative, but I don't think it's the play right now. So yeah, this has been a pretty smooth game so far, no complaints. He develops his bishop, okay. I think I'm just gonna trade here. I'm up material, and honestly, it's kind of early in the morning for me, and I'm not thinking too clearly, so I don't want to, like, overcomplicate the game and blunder anything. I think I'm just gonna put my bishop on this diagonal, defend the knight. We'll see what he plays. Yeah, okay, he's offering me a bishop trade. I think I'm just gonna take it, why not? Whoa, okay, I'm just gonna develop my knight. I'm not sure what's happening with my mouse right now. Luckily we're not playing blitz, otherwise I might have quite a few mouse slips. Okay, so we're gonna put him in check here. And we're gonna put him in check again. Yeah, things are not looking great for him right now. I think it might be over pretty soon. Yeah, okay, GG to Johannes. That was a pretty quick game. He challenged me to a rematch. I'm gonna accept that just because this video will end up being a little short if I only show that game. So he plays d4. We're gonna go knight to f6. We'll see what he ends up playing. He's kind of thinking this time. I think he realized he played a bit too quickly last game, and it really, the pale face attack. I'm not too, I don't really know the theory on this one. So, I think we're just gonna play d6 and go for something a little slow here. Not really sure what the play is. Maybe c6. I'm gonna take a very passive setup here just because I really don't know the theory at all. And yeah, okay, so he defends. He plays that. I think we're just gonna develop here. See what he goes for. I'm gonna strike in the center here. Kind of open up the position. If he pushes here, I might bring my knight here or something. And I get this nice little triangle here. Yeah, okay, that's a bit of a weird queen move. I'm not really sure what he's going for, but I guess eventually I'd probably want to trade off the light square bishops because all my pawns are on light squares and he wouldn't have any targets, but that's further down the line. I'm gonna just try and grab this bishop. Not really sure what this whole queen move's about. Yeah, he's thinking for a little bit. We'll see. Okay, so he moves his queen back. That's, I think I'm just gonna take here and then maybe castle, because I guess he wants to develop his queen. I'm not really sure, honestly. Okay, so, I'm gonna just pin the knight here, because I see a good, knight pinning opportunity. Not really sure why he put his queen there, and then, yeah, he was not really sure what's going on here, but okay, so he kicks my bishop. I'm just gonna go back here. Yeah, once again, I think he might be in a bit of trouble, so he's gonna have to work to salvage this game. Okay, so he's trying to trap my bishop. Let's see. I don't know, I might just, but I don't really want to deal with these pawns and the bishop. It seems kind of annoying. Okay, the question is, do I castle into this? I'm not sure I do, honestly. I might go here. See what he ends up playing. Okay, so he's opting for a queen trade. I think I'm just gonna take it. It gives them the open H file, but I don't really mind, honestly. Let's see, he has doubled pawns here, which could be a weakness. I think I'm gonna guess we'll just go with our original plan of putting our knight on c4. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna castle this game. Okay, so here we can, let's see, we can fork his bishop and his rook, but I'm not sure I want to do that, because I think my knight might be better than his bishop right now. Let's see, I gotta develop this light square bishop somehow. I think I'm gonna take here. Yeah, he takes back with the knight, okay. I think I'm just gonna, let's see, I might just play this, kind of restrict the move of his knight here, maybe develop bishops, and then maybe push here, but I'm not really sure yet. We'll see, it depends on what he ends up playing. Okay, so he really wants my knight. Let's see. Do I go for the fork here? Maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I think I will. I'll just simplify things, because this endgame doesn't look too bad for me. His pawns seem a little weak, and he has 3 pawn islands, which is never a good thing. He has some doubled pawns. This one's isolated. So we'll see what he ends up playing. I had a nice little fork here, so... Okay, so he puts his rook there. Do I take his bishop? That's the question. I could just put my knight on d5. Yeah, that could be a nice square for my knight. I think I'm gonna play that, just centralize it, because right now his bishop is really bad, so I don't want to trade that. So yeah, I think the plan remains as intended. We're just gonna develop our bishop, connect rooks, and yeah, go from there. This guy's playing a lot more solidly this game, so GG to him, but I still think I've created some nice weaknesses for myself, so hopefully we can exploit those in the endgame. So we'll see what he plays. He needs to figure out what to do with his bishop, but to be fair, my bishop is not great either. Okay, so he goes back with a knight. Not sure where he's going with that knight, but I think the plan's just gonna go as intended. I'm intrigued as to what he plans to do with that knight, because I thought it was pretty good on e4, but I guess he disagreed. Okay, so he just plays kind of a waiting move, a3, improving his position. Let's see. I'm trying to think where I can kind of break in this position. I might go b6 and then try play c5. That could be a play here. Just to try and get my bishop a little more open, and then maybe get some open lines for my rook against his king. So we'll see what he goes for here. Okay, so he pushes with that pawn. I'm pretty sure that just hangs a pawn. Let's see, yeah, I think I can take that. I don't really see an issue here. So, yeah, that's just a free pawn. Sometimes, like chess, depending on who you're playing against, is just kind of not rook there. That's, I guess he wants some pressure here. I'm not really sure, though. Let's see, what's he trying to play here? I don't know, I'm just gonna go here, open it up. I'm not worried about this diagonal because he doesn't have a dark square bishop, so I should be chill. So yeah, he's really considering that. Yeah, he ends up taking, so I'm just gonna take back and maybe bring my knight back and put the rook here. I could double on this file. Thing is, this pawn's weak and I don't really want to push it and undouble his pawn, so I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so he wants a knight trade there. I'm not gonna go for that. I'm just gonna bring my knight back. So yeah, we're threatening his rook. Let's see what he comes up with here. Okay, that's an interesting move. I like the bishop on d6. It stops infiltration here, and it also lines it up with this rook, so that looks pretty good for us, honestly. I'm not really sure what he's trying to do with this rook here. Maybe he doesn't want me attacking on this file, which makes sense. Okay, so he wants to trade my bishop. Oh, jeez. I honestly don't want to trade my bishop. Let's see. This is a tough one. Yeah, I'm top. Why not? Okay, but this makes it a little hard to defend these pawns. I think I'm gonna put. Do I put my king there? No. No, because he can put his rook there. So I think I'm forced to defend like this now, because then he takes there. Maybe I should not have traded. I guess we'll trade like this. No, but then he takes. This is kind of a tough one. Yeah, I'm just gonna bring our king here, and if he goes here, we can maybe try and start an attack towards his king, but okay. He's trying to remaneuver his knight. I think we're just gonna go for a rook trade here, but that hangs this pawn. But I don't really care about this pawn too much, honestly. We'll see what he ends up doing. Okay, so he lets me trade like this, which is good because it opens this up, and it doesn't hang this pawn. Yeah, I'm gonna try take this pawn. This pawn structure is kind of busted right now, so we're in a pretty good spot, honestly. This knight is protecting it, but if we can... Okay, so he puts his rook there. Let's see. This is kind of a tricky position. I think I'm just gonna bring my knight back. And then maybe try and push here. get this rook into the game because I'm just not very active right now. We are starting to get a little lower on time, so that usually results in blunders. So he puts his rook here. Not really sure what he's going for, but I'm just going to push here. Okay, so this dude is getting in. I'm just going to take this, undoubles his pawns, but it opens up the c-file, so I'm cool with that. I'm just going to take here. So now we're up 2 pawns. And, we're looking pretty good, honestly. Okay, so he's trying to push there. We're just gonna stop that. This pawn can't really go to b6, no matter how much he wants it, because we just have a firm grasp on this square. And I think he's overextended this pawn. He's gonna struggle to defend it. We can just bring our knight in to attack it, and he's probably gonna end up losing it. So yeah, now we probably have to just win this pawn and then start pushing on the side. Okay, so he plays that. I'm just gonna take this pawn. Hopefully I didn't miss any tactics. Yeah, sometimes I get lazy and it bites me in the butt, so yeah. Okay, so he goes there. I think if I play that, I'm chilling. That looks good, honestly. Not entirely sure, but this attacks both his pieces, so I think this wins us the game, unless there's some tactic I'm missing, but yeah. Okay, so he puts his rook there, yeah. He wants to attack my pawn, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go here to defend everything. And yeah. Well, we have a time advantage, which is nice. We need to start pushing. Okay, so he wants to trade here. I'm happy to do that. Yeah, we're just gonna start pushing here. Okay, so he plays that. That's not really a threat, honestly. And yeah, this endgame is just completely winning. We can just push for the win here. And yeah, he's also low on time, so I'm not sure I'll end up checkmating him this game. He might lose on time. But either way, GG, well played to Johannes. Thank you for giving me a good 2 games. Oh man, I appreciate it. It's always fun when someone offers you a rematch because you kind of get to see what they're like as a player. And yeah, it's just a good time overall. Yeah, so he's down to 2 seconds, so GG to this guy. Well, yeah, thank you guys for watching. We're almost up to 1600, and yeah, this was a solid game. I didn't play too well on the second one, but you know, we still got the win, so that's what counts. And well, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.